Okay, part 2. Oh, that's standing water still. Just gonna have a ride. I just need to unwind, relax and chill. How do you deal with being uptight? Whatever it is that sends you ballistic. And we all do it, I know we do, we all do. What do you do to calm down? No matter how angry I've got, a ride on the bike has always levelled me. When the marriage was breaking up, pick anyone from 3. When my marriage was breaking up, you obviously get angry, don't you? Now I'm quite a pacifist. I will have a moment where I'll say what I think and I'll say it firmly, but that moment, that passes. I don't hang on, I don't hold grudges, never have, can't hold grudges. I have a row with you, 2 minutes time, I'll make you a cup of tea, because that's the kind of person I am. I say what I think, and it's done with. But wives aren't like that, are they? Or partners. Let's not be sexist. They know which buttons to push, and they wind you up. So when you're wound up by whatever it is that winds you up, be it the price of petrol, your partner, or you've stubbed your toe, whatever it is, how do you unwind? And are you the sort of person that fumes for a long time? Do you hold a grudge? I know a lot of people who do. My wife number 3, oh, gold medal grudge holder. If I did something 15 years ago, even if it was leaving the top off the toothpaste, it would come back in an argument with some vengeance. I just cannot believe that people can be like that. Of course, when you fall in lust and you marry your partner, you don't notice these little things. But I think a lot of my problem, and 2 wives have said my problem is I won't argue. They want a good row to clear the air. I can't do that. I don't row. I don't get angry enough for long enough to care enough to have a long argument, unless it's a relationship. But then I want to talk things out. I want to sit down, find out what the problem is, and find a way to resolve it, not scream and shout about it. So does it make me that wrong? I don't know. Now I'm hoping I can find a little bit of this road so I can do a bit of jiggery pokery with my camera. It's not an oft used road, so I'm hoping that I can play some silly buggers with my camera. I want to get a shot, a specific shot. You know the one, the low wheel, front to back, roaring past type. But I don't know how busy this road is going to be this morning. It's part of an old birch airfield. Yankee Doodle Dandy pilots used to be here. So if you're American, your ancestors were in B-52s and whatever. Although I think this one was actually a Spitfire base, but I know there was a lot of Americans here, bless them. And we all know that without them we'd be goosed, so well done you. And the Australians and Polish and all the others that fought, I mean, just such a fantastic airfield. Of course, the other thing about being an airfield, you know damn well that winds are going to howl across it. So what was it like in the winter? What was it like in the winter for these poor lads? Because they didn't have the kind of thermal clothing we have. I know they were hardier, but even so, not a pleasant existence. The war years, let's all hope there's never another big war, eh? And let's all hope we can resolve some of these silly little wars going on around the world. I think today is a fractious day. I've been out for this ride, do a couple of little vlogs all in one, and I feel fractious. It may be the high winds, the gusting high winds, and they are quite high at the moment. Do you think the weather affects us? Do you have days when you feel fractious? Maybe that was why in earlier I was saying I just felt wound up. Maybe it's not actually the events of the Christmas period. Maybe it's the weather. It's been windy for quite a few days now. You don't sleep well at night when the wind's howling past your window. I'm not enjoying this ride. I normally love to get out on the bike whatever the weather, but today it's just bouncy, bumpy, pushy, shovey. It's actually hard work. Or is it my state of mind? Do you have days on the bike when you just ruddy it? You just wish you hadn't bothered? Wow. That wind is gusting quite badly. 1 minute it's blowing me sideways and the next it's on my nose slowing me down. It's sort of cyclonic. It's when it grabs you in the middle of a corner. Go on, girl. Let's get some dust out your pipes. Whoa, that bloody wind. It just completely destabilises you on the bend. You get your line picked and then the wind puts you somewhere else. No, don't, please. No, I don't think I'll put that down as a near miss. I should though, shouldn't I really? Oh, alright, near miss. I shall actually be glad to get in and have a cup of tea. It's not often I can say that I'm not enjoying a ride. Even in minus conditions, I've been out in the snow, but today has just been horrible. Nice potholes. Of course now, chaps, is the time for potholes, isn't it? We had a frost or two. How do you avoid potholes on a motorbike? Tip: if you're scanning ahead like you should be, I mean I'm already looking at the road where it disappears out of view. If you're planning ahead, then you should see the telltale speckles of grit and gravel on the road that have been pumped out of the hole by car tyres. When you see that, be prepared to move left or right of a pothole. Just a silly tip. I very rarely, this time of the year ride into potholes because I can see them. A month or so down the line, once the stones and rubble have been dispersed, we're all at the same mercy, but while they're being created, you can see them. That's it, enough. Chocky-bicky needed. Chocky-bicky. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Chocky-bicky.